Thank you, Madam Speaker. Happy Friday. We've made it through another week. Yes, I too would love to be in support of this bill. I'm pretty bummed out that I even have to come up here. I want you guys that don't have parent or kids in this room to understand what happens when you're preparing your kids for back to school. You know when there are pet bills being run in this building and all the emails you get, like thousands of them? That's what back to school emails look like for parents. They are buried. They are buried under millions of emails, especially when you have 4 kids like me. So to try to find an opt-out somewhere in there is like trying to answer constituents' questions about pet bills or gun bills. There's thousands of them. You can't get to them, and you're not going to be able to find the opt-out. Okay, so I just wanted to give you some context for the people that aren't parents in the room. Back to school emails are suffocating. They are hard to get through, and they're every parent's like worst nightmare. They're like gun bills. An opt-in is way easier for parents, and that's why we're coming up here to talk about it. We act like it's so flippant, oh, just opt out. No, next time, I'm gonna have the bill sponsors I'm gonna have you do my kids' registration for school next year, okay? So that you can go through the enormous task of what that is, because it's not easy. It's our worst nightmare. It truly is. I have PTSD from doing it every year, because it takes a lot of time. You can't get through it all, especially if you have multiple children. My son just graduated. I'm like, oh my God, 1 down, 3 more to go for registration every year for school. So that's why we fight for opt-ins, you guys. We're not coming up here filibustering. This is ridiculous. Let parents opt in if they want to do vision screening. We're not against screening kids for vision problems. I have horrible vision problems. You don't want to be on the road with me if I don't have my contacts in. There was an amendment. There was an amendment to keep us from talking, to just give parents the rights to opt in to a vision test. And I want to talk about, and I did talk about this on seconds, but it's hard to hear in here, and we're not paying attention. 10,000 kids in a single year have dropped out of public schools. That's a 1.2% decline in enrollment. And what has gone up? Homeschooling has gone up in the state 5.5%. Online schooling in the state has gone up 2.9%. And you can argue why that is. I will argue why homeschooling has gone up in Douglas County because of things like this. Parents are sick of it. Parents are sick of their rights being usurped, even for vision tests. They are drawing a line in the sand. They are bravehearting this moment. We are tired of you guys legislating mandates on what happens to our kids. I personally am not going to have my kids' eyes checked at school. I love my optometrist. I don't want a mandate. I don't want thousands of kids being seen by someone I don't know, I don't necessarily trust. I love my optometrist. I picked a job where I have good vision insurance. I go to Dr. Verveit. I love her. She's seen my kids for forever. So what does that equate to? A 1.2% decline in enrollment. 11.8 thousand per child is what we get in the state. That's $118 million per year, state formula only. The full funding picture, let's say 10,000 students times 19,000, if we're looking at the full funding picture, that's $200 million a year. Are you guys aware of the fiscal crisis we're in? The Denver Post is. The Denver Gazette is. I mean, are we just going to continue to kick the can down the road like kids with a blank debit card? $198 million per year, despite fewer students. Our total K through 12 funding is still $10 billion statewide. So how many parents need to pull their kids out of schools in Colorado? Because every time I post something like this, the parents say statewide, pull your children from public education in Colorado until the nonsense stops. And we offered a fair amendment, and we just are like scoffed on. Parental rights, whatever. What are we doing? There's an amendment to opt in, to let parents have that choice that's not buried in email after email. We're supposed to be working bipartisan, and we offered an amendment. We weren't striking the bill. We were just saying, let parents opt in. I understand that the word parent is broad sometimes, but just opt us in. We continue to attack parental rights. We're going to continue to have people pull their children out of schools to the rate of $200 million per year in the state. I think next year will probably be $300 million. And our fiscal crisis will continue because we won't listen to the constituents telling you to stop the attack on parental rights. I don't care if it's a vision test. I don't care if it's medical procedures. The parents are coming to the table. The Supreme Courts are ruling in our favor, and Colorado will continue to lose their funding. Vote no on this bill. Thank you.